Hey, viewers, join me in a trip through Trader Joe's. It's always so nice when you walk in here. They've got so many beautiful plants and flowers. The pricing is fabulous. It always so pretty, smells so good. $14.99 for that big nice bouquet of fall colors. How about some sunflowers? There goes some white roses. $10.99 a dozen for roses. How can you go wrong with that? I don't think you can. $10.99 a dozen. Okay, let's go see what they got in the grocery store. They got some pumpkins and squash and things like that. You can either cut them up and cook them, or you can use them to decorate with. Okay, how many of you don't like having to buy a big bunch of bananas? They'll sell you 2 or 3 bananas. Salmon, $11.99. How about some baby back ribs there? $6.49. Top sirloin, $17.99. Ground beef, $6.49. Organic ground beef, $8.99 to $10.99. Lamb, $11.99. Ground beef patty is $10.99 a pound. They got some pineapples there, some mangoes, lemons. Nicely displayed, fresh, well-kept grocery store. Look at the potatoes, how nice, clean, well displayed they are. I move around a little trying to not get people in my shot. I kind of walked around the store where there weren't a bunch of people. I didn't want anybody complaining about me taking pictures. Nice looking peppers, spices. Some eggplant. It's a chef's delight to cook in here, to go in here. They have all kinds of different things. Mango chips, $3.99. Look at all of these different sauces and seasonings and spices and peppermint baking chips. Honey. We tried to serve the carnivore lifestyle, so I was looking for something to add some flavor without carbs. And the truffle aioli was a pretty good deal. We took a bottle of that home with us. Try a little truffle aioli. Yeah, that one didn't fit the bill. Most of the Asian spices tend to have a little bit of sugar in them, and that kind of ruins the... Woo, I couldn't believe how much sugar there was in the cocktail sauce. So we quickly turned it around and went on down the road. Yeah, glaze. How do they make a glaze? They put sugar in it. The wife's going over to get my dozen roses I picked out. Makes everybody happy. Put a few flowers out on the counter for them to see. They say, wow. How about some apple cider? Some maple $4.49 for spiced cider. Okay, back to the other side of the sauces and spices row. Like I said, these didn't make much of the cut. They got a lot of sugars added to them. But you don't know until you look. General Tso got the axe. There's one that made it home. That tastes just like buffalo wing sauce, peri-peri sauce. The hot sauces, the more spicy sauces tended to have little fewer sugars in them. Now you know the sweet chili sauce is going to be full of sugar. How about some yellow curry? Sriracha? Sriracha works, but I've already got sriracha at home. I don't need more sriracha. The wife there was reading the label on some bruschetta sauce. And usually if it's red, they add a lot of sugar to it. But this particular one didn't have hardly any in it. So we tried a bottle of that. Whoop, turn that one back around. That didn't make the cut. That one didn't make the cut either. Woo! There it goes. Bruschetta, that's the one that finally made the cut. I walked away from it once and went back and said, you know, in moderation, it should be okay. 1 gram of carbohydrates per 2 tablespoons. So we probably only use about 1/4 of a tablespoon, so it should be okay. We plan on using it on some fried queso fresco cheese. Have you ever used the queso fresco cheese? You can take it and cut it into slices and put it on the griddle or a frying pan and brown it up on both sides without it melting. It'll be nice and soft in the middle, and it has a pretty much neutral taste. It doesn't have a strong cheese pungent taste. And then you can flavor it up with whatever kind of steak seasoning, applewood, the bruschetta seasoning, just a little bit of ranch dressing. You can use the queso fresco to $4.99 a dozen. That was the cheapest price at Trader Joe's for eggs. Look how nicely the displays are. They do such a fine job in Trader Joe's. If you haven't been to a Trader Joe's, you really need to check them out sometime. I don't know if you've seen my Sprouts grocery store video, but Trader Joe's and Sprouts have a lot of similarities. Sprouts is a little more farm oriented, and Trader Joe's I say is more for the experimental chef, the chef that wants to try things, the one wants to try to spice up their cooking a little. Well, I hope you enjoy this trip through Trader Joe's if you've never been there. They do have quite a nice display offering. One thing to remember to check when you're there is look for the Trader Joe's brands. They have an awfully lot of stuff that they sell under their brand name that's extremely reasonably priced. It's and look how well lit, spacious the aisles are. Everything looks like it was just stocked. They do a fabulous job of running the store. It's easy to stop, run in, get you what you want. Pumpkin tortilla chips. Those aren't high on my list. But it is the season, and some people like pumpkin. Put a little whipped cream on it and tell yourself you're having pumpkin pie. Pumpkin tortilla chips with whipped cream. Sounds like a plan to me. Well, viewers, remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to my channel. It's free. It helps me out. Push that like button. Click the bell. You'll get notifications when I post a new one. I just posted one yesterday on Sam's Club, looking for bargains and talking about the beef prices. There's no signs of beef prices leveling off. I believe they're going to keep going up. Thanks for stopping by.